All right, there we go. Maybe that's better. All right, so hopefully everybody can hear me now. Better. All right, I didn't say too much, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to jump right into it. Morning, Travis. If you have any requests, get them to me. If not, I'm going to grab some based on news and some other items that should be making a move this week. I want to make sure I check out. All right, so Spotify, Square, Intel, Pfizer or BNTX, probably more like BNTX, Lyft, Dash, AB&B. Okay, so short list I've got, oh, and AMD. All right. Okay, so I'm going to look at AMD, Intel, Pfizer, actually BNTX, Pfizer and BNTX, Lyft, Uber, Dash. They had some news out of California, so those are going to be, should be important. There should be some movement there, and Spotify, Square. So with that being said, let's just jump right into it, and let me check the chat. All right, looks good. All right, so AMD, after a massive run-up last week, it kind of gracefully faded off. It struggled with the 106 level for quite a while last week. I anticipate that 108 level again being kind of a pain for it. However, we have bearish divergence on the algo, and towards the end of the week, it's very new, so it could turn around. Price action is currently being supported by a regular block trade as well as a dark pool. A little bit of a squeeze going on there. It's making higher lows, and it's flagging. So if it's kind of in a wedge right now. So if it breaks out to the upside, it would create bearish divergence. So I would be looking for it to reverse from the top to play it to the downside. If the algo curls around and begins to move back upwards, then we would consider this bullish divergence or bullish movement price action trading with the algo. All right, so I'm just going to show a couple of specific trades that are going to be important. So we've got two regular block trades that came in. All right, one at 103, one at 104.30, so a dollar apart. And then above that, we've got a little cluster, but most importantly, I want to show you this regular and dark pool level at the same area right there. That white line is pretty significant, as well as this dark pool level that came in on the 18th at 105.31. So as you can see, that's creating kind of a sandwich for price action. We're just going to see which side of the sandwich it's going to pop out. Okay, we've got a little bit of trend line support. Looks like we've got definitely call that a wedge. However, the algo has been pretty steady net selling. I would want this area here to turn around and move to the upside. Okay, so keep an eye on AMD. Moving over to Intel. Intel had news about, what was Intel's news? I just read it. It was they want a government project to develop leading edge foundry ecosystem. They'll lead the first phase of the U.S. Department of Defense's RAMP program to establish domestic commercial foundry infrastructure. Bullish news for Intel. Okay, it was already moving in a nice bullish direction. A little bit of bullish divergence occurring at the end of the week. So with that news, we can anticipate a pop. Got some block trade levels that are currently providing resistance. It's also making a Wu-Tang pattern reversal, and I'll get into that in a minute. So it's probably busted through these block trade levels right now. Let's just see. It's probably running up in pre-market. Let's check it. We will check it. Yeah, nice gap up in pre-market. So there we go. All right, parabolic pattern, step support, currently above. So we got stack positive moving averages. We're resting on the 200 SMA on the 15-minute chart at 52.30. above VWAP. Yeah, this thing's gonna move today. Yes. Looking at support at like 52.21. Let's just check out those block trades. 52. Yeah, it's come through and it's already busted through all of these block trades. So this dark pool level at 53.23 is going to be significant. I'm just going to throw this up so it's very easily recognizable. That white line is going to be the target with, you know, lots of block trade support coming in, helping out. All right, the algorithm has diverged bullishly, so we need to make sure that that continues up. Looks like it's going to. We've got a nice little curly Q at the end of the algo. Price action is 1, 2, 3 reversal. 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern. It's got to get right. Looks like this. 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern. That's what we're hoping for with Intel. Moving over to Pfizer. So Pfizer divergence played out. It's got a very tight cluster of dark pool and regular block trades over the last 4 days. With that news that came out, let's see what it's doing overnight. It's probably gapping. It's a little $2 move, stack positive moving averages above this, above the 200 SMA. I don't like that we're trading at 3 ATR, but everything seems to be a little bit bullish. And with that news, we may get a squeeze to fire off on the 15-minute, which would reverse the MACD, RSI, just kind of turn everything around. Possible pullback. We may pull back at the open to right around 49.50-ish and then launch, or we just may rip and never come back. So keep an eye on Pfizer. As far as the algo is concerned, 49.17 dark pool, 48.90 regular trades. The algo has curled up, so they're starting to buy again. All right. So it is trading with price action. There's not a whole lot of divergence, but we do have a dark pool level at 49.17. Right. Totally believe we can get through that. Right. Uptrend. Falling wedge, breakout. So 50 is going to be pretty key level. It's above 50 right now. Let's see. All right, 50 is always a psychological level for these stocks, and it would represent the 34 EMA on the 15-minute chart. So Pfizer looks good. BNTX is the next one. They also had news about, I think it's a 2-dose COVID shot. BNTX, oh yeah, look at that massive ripper. I'm going to target the 400 on BNTX. This is a parabolic pattern where it ramps up, pulls back, ramps up, pulls back, and continues to ramp up. So BNTX is going to move. Alright, let me just turn this down a little bit. Okay, where were we? BNTX. BNTX. Come on. All right, this is going to work out well. So the algo has essentially been trading with price action. They were probably waiting for that news to come through. I'm assuming that it will continue to move upwards. A little bit of a wedge breakout. 400 is easy. 400, 410, 420 on BNTX is what I'm going to be targeting. Yeah. Not a whole lot to mark up here. Maybe some levels. Right. Maybe some price action. Yeah, targeting 400, 410. This range here is what I'm going to be looking for on BNTX. That would represent so the 618 extension on the daily from high to low is right at 410. 3 ATRs coming in at 450. You never know what it can do. It may just rip it. Let's see, 330, 350, 350, 370. So I'd say 400. So it's at 375 now. It's at 382. Yeah. BNTX is definitely going to move and playing that one all day. 1 second here. BNTX 400, 410. All right. Just had to make a little note there. All right. What are some other ones? Nvidia's gonna move. Myrna. Oh, Bitcoin related stocks should be of interest as well. As long as Bitcoin can continue to move, I'll look at Mara, Riot, and Coin. All right, back to the charts. Morning Covis, morning Lazaro, morning Travis. All right, I want to look at Mara, Riot, and Coin. Riot looks like it's got the most potential. Really? Let's check out Spotify real quick. Spot, Square, Lyft, Dash. So Lyft and Dash and Uber had some negative news come out where something about them being employees in California. So all of those three stocks are going to be pretty volatile today. Looking at Spotify, and I knew this gap break was going to come. So it gapped up on Friday. It's forming a bullish pattern. Trading with the algo. Divergence may be played out. I need the algo to start making higher highs, which it's refusing to do. We have 214 as our block trade level for support. All right, 214 support. Don't like it how it's got that little gap. The algo is, maybe it's consolidating, and it's kind of flat. It looks like it's trying to curl up at the end though, so keep an eye on that guy. Spotify has got room to come out and take out, So broke above previous lows, so it's going to use that for support. We've got a level here, and then a level here, and then finally this level. So yeah, I'll just keep an eye on spot. Let's see what it looks like on the charts. Spotify. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. Oh, that's right. It did exactly what I thought it was going to do. So it's reverting to the mean. It's currently, however, in a downward channel. So don't get fooled by this, right? This could just be a pullback to the mean for a continued sell-off. However, we did have a MACD crossover on the daily. Looks like we're getting a little slingshot squeeze on the 15-minute chart. Crossover, oversold. Pop up to the 50% retracement. I mean, spot could be fun. I'd look at the Where do I want to target spot at? Maybe 230, 235? 232. Yeah, the 127 extension at 232 looks pretty decent. It's obviously got room to move to the 200 or the 50 SMA on the daily, which is at 240. The 200's way up here at 275. So Spotify. I'll check the 232s. So maybe the 230, 240, and yeah, I don't think it's going to hit the 200 at 275, but we'll see what those look like a couple weeks out or whatnot. All right, that was Spotify. Going back to Square. All right, Square. What's going on with Square? Kind of range bound between the regular block trade and a dark pool level. The algo is basically consolidating, and it's caught within a range, making higher lows. Looks like we're trying to break out of this little wedge here. Square. I think there was some news with PayPal, so it may react with that. Regardless, let's just look at the chart. So we've got a regular block trade level at 261.50. We're just going to go ahead and call that support. We've got a dark pool target at 269.03. The algo's been consolidating for the last couple, pretty much the last couple days. Anytime you see, this kind of move, yeah, it is trading with price action, but it's also very consolidating looking. I like that how it's curled up on the end, so this may look to drag price action up with it. Price action is maintaining its uptrend support. Got a little bit of a wedge to break out of. So I do like the 270 target at least on Square. Contrarian, we break 261. I think we come back down to 255. All right, we'll keep an eye on both of those. All right, down here looking at Lyft. So negative news out of California. However, bullish Algo. Sell the news. Buy the rumor. Sell the news. Something like that. Sell the news. Buy the rumor. Yeah, we're gonna keep an eye on it. I don't see any block trades coming in to really help things out. The Algo is making a nice move. Right. Generally bullish. It's kind of just hanging out in its own little channel that it's created here. Right. I don't know if I want to call that a megaphone or not. Looks like we got, we found support. We're attempting to make higher highs and higher lows. If we can break above previous lows, then I'd definitely be interested in going long. Contrarian. If this algo starts to sell off, then there's definitely room to the downside on the lift. Yeah, so that's that news overnight. Looks like it found some support though, because it's trading at -3 ATR, down in a long-running demand zone. It's way pulled away from the mean, from 200 SMA, 50 SMA, from VWAP at 50, and point of control at 53. Right. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. It seems very, very overextended. And it's at longer term demand zone support. So with it being at the support level, let's see what we got here. I wish it was just like a reset on trading view or trend spider charts. Yeah, definitely demand zone fall through. So this could go lower. If it does go lower, whoa, what happened there? That was weird. That was really weird. Huh. If it goes lower, I'd look 40. With it being a little profit taking at 44. 43, so 44, 43. Huh. That's interesting. Well, definitely have enough juice. Jeez. All right, well, that's interesting. Well, if it gets choppy, I apologize. It shouldn't be choppy for too long. All right. Yeah, lift. I mean, we could go down to 40 on lift pretty easy, but this may be a buy the dip opportunity. I'm going to keep an eye on lift. For the dip buy. All right, so next on our list was Futu and Stem. Oh, that's right. Stem came out with news. Oh, I totally forgot about Stem. All right. I think at one point I owned some Stem shares. I should probably look to get back into it. I think they got a government contract awarded to them today. Yeah, that's a nice move. Look at that. That ripper. Pre-market ripper. We got... Need to check something here real quick. Alright, so Stem moves about $1.60 a day, and it's already doubled that. This is just going to be a gap and go. The Algo can't really help when something's just gapping pre-market. Right, this is a parabolic. So let me just start over. All right, so it's forming a parabolic pattern. Massive gap, pull back to support, massive gap, pull back to support, massive gap. Right, it's definitely got room to 30. All right, it may get to 30 today. I know that it had really positive news. So from an algo perspective, you know, it's just trading with price action. So price action is going to be the key. My stream health should be better. Okay. As far as Stem is concerned, yeah, it's just gapping pre-market. You know, $1.50 move. It's already doubled what it moves. Well, it's pretty much made its entire move pre-market. I would look at... You can see I played with it one time. Oh, that's a 200 moving average. All right, so -3 ATR. It likes to pull back to the mean. If it made it above previous lows at 25, right, 24.80, 24.81, I would look for a move to 25, pull back, and then maybe an additional rip to point of control at 27. That would represent a move. Well, it would represent a 2 ATR move with a break above the newly formed 200 SMA on the daily. It would also fill the gap, right? And it would put us back at the point of control for the highest volume. So 27 is a target on STEM. STEM with the 27 target. If this is a head fake for some reason, it was right at support at 2150. So this might be a good one to try to get some shares in. I don't know if I'll be able to catch it. It's moving pretty fast. I mean, it looks super bullish. Super bullish. Really oversold. Oversold on the 39.78.15 5-minute. Over. It's overbought on the daily. Let's see here. Yeah, it's moving pretty quick. It just tip-tapped the 4-hour top, the 34 EMA. It's got room to move. Yeah, I like the 27 level on it. 26.50, 27. Alright, that was STEM. Futu. So I like playing Futu. It's always paid well, so the only thing that's a little ishy is that it is an ADR, Chinese ADR stock. I use Mumu as one of my brokers, and that is Futu. Futu is also Webull, so little history right there for you. And we have a regular block trade coming at 98.59. The Algo is diverged bullishly, parabolic bullishly actually. Massive run up, pullback, run up, pullback. So I like this move. I like that it flatlined at the end of the week, so a little consolidation happening there. We seem to be pretty gappy, right? Look at this long-term falling wedge. Look at that. That goes way back. Forming a Wu-Tang pattern reversal. I really need it to get... Well, let's just check it out where it's at now, because I don't want to be like, oh, Futu is going to run and have it be dumping right now. Yeah. Nice. Jeez. This thing moves so hard in pre-market. So $5 move pre-market. It's flagging now. If it can take out Friday's highs at 95, I don't think there's much that's going to stop at 95, 98. So a pullback to VWAP, which would be the mean, which is also the 21-day EMA, or the daily 21 EMA at 103. So 103 is a 127 extension from I probably got to get rid of that. Don't know where, I can't really see where it's drawing those lines from, but let's see. So the pullback, it hit the 1618, so the retracement would be probably the 618. I like the 103, 105 level on Futu. I think we're definitely going to get there this week. Futu, 103, 105 calls. All right. Yeah, that's just a reversion to the mean. Above that, we have POC at 108. And then the rising 200 SMA that we have to get above to change the trend at 113. The Algo is Yeah, the algo looks good. Ba. Poor Baba. I'm waiting for it to go sub 100, and then I'm going to load the boat on it. Yeah, it's already fallen $50 in the last week. So as far as the algo is concerned, the algo, as everybody can see and everybody knows, has just been net selling since the 17th. The algo has just been net selling. It's making a tiny little curly Q, but it's made that before, and look at the massive jump it did when that happened. We have a regular block trade at 164 as the target. Right? Let's see if it's doing anything overnight. Yeah, this is kind of wonkadoodle. Very wonkadoodle. I'm definitely interested in getting into BABA if it can break previous lows at 159.50, which I believe it's trying to do. So, Futu BABA. For me to be a real player in BABA and be super interested in it, I want it to break. I need it to break above. There we go. Yes, I like that 200. Ooh, I didn't know I could put an alert on that bad boy. Ooh, Trend Spider just may have become my new friend. Yeah, I need it to get above the 200 SMA. It gets above that, and it's gonna just rip. It's gonna face rip to 190. Okay, I think that's it. Really short one today. Thanks for joining me. I've got a couple things I had to get set up. Got to wake up my daughter. She's got school today. Thanks for joining me. Once again, my name is Darkpool Algo. All I ask in return for this content is that you hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, share it with your friends. Yeah, let me know if there's anything I can do in the comments